Hey there, greetings everybody. Want to welcome you all here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show. This is a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So we're here tonight. I'm going to do something a little unusual. I don't do this very often. I think I've maybe done this once before. I'm not even sure. Anyways, basically I'm going to do a kind of a top 10 tonight. And the top 10 is going to include some rather non-rock musicians. Yeah, so this will be my, I'm just going to put my glasses on for a second here. This will be my 10 musical artists I like that are not really rock artists. Some of them maybe have a little bit of that going on, but not too much of it. And I put them in the order I like them, although to be honest, I don't listen to most of them all that much, but once in a while I get in a mood and they have this stuff. And I'll give you a couple of honorable mentions. I had to knock a few people out of here so I could get them in. So we're going to do this from the way I always do these kind of things, from the top to the bottom. From the bottom to the top, so this way, where I give you the number 10 and then the number 1 last, or worst to first, or however you want to put it. Just remember, these are just my own picks. I mean, you may have totally different picks from me, and that's fine. That's great. Everybody hears things, as they say, differently. Everybody likes things differently for different reasons. So for me, these are the ones that I like that aren't rock music, but every once in a while I feel like them. So the number 10 will be reggae superstar Bob Marley here. Yeah, I almost put in Jimmy Cliff, but I decided I'd actually like Bob a little bit more. So Bob Marley is going to be my 10th guy. Kind of got into Bob Marley during that period of time when I was still in high school, when I was hanging out with some friends that were into reggae music, including like Yellow Man and Jimmy Cliff and those guys. But I have this album. I have one other one by Bob Marley too that I kind of like. So my number 9 is, I got about 3 or 4 albums from this guy. I don't know, something about his voice I like. He's modern though, not like some of the rest of these are all going to be fairly ancient history to most of you young people. But this one is Michael Bublé. Yeah, I do like his voice. Actually excellent. This is a pretty good album. I have a Christmas collection by him as well, and a couple of other ones. But I think I like this one the best of all of the ones that I have. Don't listen to him too often. Kind of got into this guy in the early part of last decade, so probably like 2011, 2012. Had a friend that liked him a lot, so I was playing that music a lot at that time. Don't listen to him as much as I used to, but I still like him. So that's my number 9. Number 8, another kind of a crooner type guy, but a much older one. Of course, we're talking about Dean Martin. Now, for me, I generally like the Dean Martin for the comedy aspect and for his work with Jerry Lewis and for his roast that he used to do. I love the roast. They were funny as hell. Nowadays, though, he can't play them for reasons that I don't want to get into. But anyways, yeah, I do like his voice quite a bit. Very distinctive voice. So that's my number 8. Number 7 will probably surprise a lot of people, but this is Hank Williams. Not the third or junior. This is Hank Williams Sr. Even though he's kind of twangy as hell, I know a lot of people think that I don't like that. I don't actually like the twanginess, but I like this guy. I don't know, maybe I heard so much of him that it just ingrained into my soul. My dad was a huge fan of them, and when I was younger, a lot of people listened to him in the household. So Hank Williams, number 7. Number 6, she died not so long ago. She was a beautiful woman, but even more beautiful of a voice. Australian singer Olivia Newton-John. And you might say she's got some rock flavor to her music. Definitely that little bit of that 50s stuff going on. Maybe some of that poppy stuff from the 80s, but absolutely outstanding voice and somebody who I thought was absolutely great. That's my number 6. Number 5, the king of this kind of music, Frank Sinatra. I like Frank's voice. He's a difficult voice to do too, but he's got a lot of really kind of that 1940s and 50s sound. He's got a lot of that strong songs from that time period. I like him. I do listen to him on occasion. There's a few other people who sing his stuff that I like quite a bit, and they have brought him up a little bit for me. So number 5. Now we move on to number 4. Got into this person. I went through a period of time in my youth where I wasn't sure if I wanted to play, what instrument I wanted to play, and I liked guitar, so I tried to learn it, and this was one of the people that I got into because the person teaching me liked them a lot and played them a lot. So Leona Boyd, guitar player. Now this is a very old album here. I don't know how long ago. Maybe 1980s. Yeah, 1985. A lot of good stuff here. If you like acoustic or classical guitar player or romantic guitar, as this is, you might actually like this. This is, yeah, Leona Boyd, or romantic guitar playing. It's an album I picked up at a store once, but I always like Leona, so she's going to be my number 4. The top 3 I like a lot. Like those other ones, it's a rare event when I'm listening to them, but I do like them. These next 3, it's a fairly monthly event that I listen to these 3. So number 3, and maybe could be higher, but is Ella Fitzgerald. She is absolutely outstanding. The vocals from this woman are incredible. I think she's one of the best female vocalists that's ever lived, ever at any time. I have a feeling if she was playing now, she'd be like people would find her outstanding. I just think she's absolutely great, and she does a lot of that jazzy stuff, which I'm not a big fan of jazzy stuff, but I do love her vocals a lot. So every once in a while I throw this album on. I've looked for other stuff from her as well. So that's my number 3. Number 2, long been my number 2, probably been at some points in time actually been as high as number 1, Bing Crosby. Now I decided not to include the Andrews Sisters here because all of my Andrews Sisters stuff I've given away to various people. But whenever I think of Bing Crosby, I think of the Andrews Sisters. So they could have been, either one of them could have been here in the number 2 spot. If I'd had some Andrews Sisters, they would have probably been up as high as this, but I don't. I love them a lot. They're one of my favorite trios of women singing of anybody. And I decided to put them here kind of with Bing Crosby because I kind of think of them together. I love Bing's stuff. This album is good. I have a couple of others by him. Lots of stuff in here that I love to play regularly. I'm not going to get into the stuff on the album, but you kind of get the idea. And number 1, easily number 1, I think. He has been lower than this before, but today's number 1. I have several of his albums, a Christmas album, a couple of other greatest hits, but this one is my favorite. The Golden Collection of Nat King Cole, one of the great vocalists of all time, probably my favorite non-rock vocalist of all time for sure. I don't know how he would rank if I was doing greatest vocalist of all time, including every genre and every type of music, but he would definitely be up there for sure. Some of the songs on here are among my favorite songs to listen to. Of course, Mona Lisa, Sweet Lorraine. I'm looking here to see what the other one. Unforgettable, of course. Everybody likes that. Portrait of Jenny. I love that song. Yeah, just a lot of stuff. And among the crooner type vocalist, he's my favorite easily. So that's my list. That's my top 10 list of non-rock people that I like. I'll give them to you again. Nat King Cole, number 1. Bing Crosby and the Andrews Sisters. I do like them both about the same, so I put them together here. That's number 2. Number 3, Ella Fitzgerald. Number 4, Leona Boyd. Number 5, Frank Sinatra. Sorry, I'm blocking his name there. Number 6, Olivia Newton-John. Number 7, the legendary Hank Williams Sr. Number 8, Dean Martin. Number 9, Michael Bublé. If you want, you can see him there. And last but not least, the legend of... I forgot what I was going to say. Anyways, this is Bob Marley and the Wailers as well. So anyways, some of the people that I didn't throw in, I thought could have been in there. Jimmy Cliff, of course, I mentioned him earlier. Stompin' Tom here from Canada. Yeah, my daughter's a fan of him too. But I gave my stuff to her because she likes him so much. So those are some of the other mentionables. There's others out there too, but those are the main ones. I hope you've enjoyed this kind of fun video to put together. I know it's not a rock video, but just take it for what it is, just something fun to do. Anyways, I hope to see you all next week for another episode of Favorites. So take care and have yourself a good evening, and goodbye here from the Prog Monster.